there are so many different levels of problems with regards to the social accountability of what money does and the lack of education with how it is being used against the citizenry. And I think we have this, idea that somehow communism or this like collectivism is somehow going to solve that, which it doesn't, which is also another predatory metric that has, eroded this sense of individualism and identity, that somehow you couldn't solve your own problems. Actually, most of your problems are much more solvable if you did them yourself. The other thing with this individualism here, one thing I want to clarify about the euro is that when the euro was put into place, the idea was that it would simplify and streamline the European economy so that it could become competitive against larger economies out there that were individual. The least explored part of the European Union that I think was disregarded and also just not really thought about on the social platform of money. This idea of social accountability, or somehow that money is an emotional component. That national identity is packed into the social metrics of stability with economics. And local communities are damaged when we create this sort of blanket consensus for what transaction looks like. Because culture and social understanding of transaction is different. And European countries are profoundly different with regards to how they approach transaction. It's cultural. You cannot assign a blanket form of transaction in a differentiated culture. And by saying there is a European model, it doesn't exist outside the concept of money. And if you remove the aspect of emotionalism from money, you get social unrest, because people feel like they are losing their sense of identity because their cultural transactional history and how they have dealt with transaction over time is erased.